Really excited to check out UNCHAINED Wellness Clinic right here in Gilbert, Arizona. They're doing amazing things. They have amazing technologies, but we'll be sure to do our best to go over everything they're offering to help people become the best versions of themselves and eradicate all the toxins, help balance nutrition, and just really level up in this existence. Let's go. Welcome to UNMUZZLED Chat. Folks, I hope you're having a terrific evening out there, or whatever time of day it is when you come across this here episode. Now, I am amped, but I am also exhausted. I just spent pretty much the entire day with the owner of this mental health and wellness clinic known as UNCHAINED Wellness Center. And I'm psyched because I feel that what they are providing, in fact, is what so many of you out there are seeking and need. They are providing so much, and we're going to dive into that. So no need to do it here. This is actually going to be an entirely different episode than we have ever done before. It's like I'm already slurring my words. I should be in bed is where I should be. But I got to get this out to you. So for the first time, UNMUZZLED Chat did a lot of content recording on site. I really hope you enjoy going on this journey with me and checking out this clinic. I went there. Had a freaking great time. Spent the day with the owner, Mason. Such an awesome guy. It's another family owned and operated business that we could get behind supporting, that are showing up in very special ways to help us achieve optimal health. They have invested in some of the best medical equipment you can get. They give member access, kind of like a spa or gym, to use certain medical equipment there, which is pretty cool. And wow, they're testing and diagnosing to get to the root of what you're dealing with or what might be ailing you. Seems to be very thorough, to say the least. I went through it today. And in fact, the recording was quite lengthy. It's almost 40 minutes in its entirety. And I believe I'm going to edit that down and throw that in another episode here in the future for those of you that want to know more. Obviously, you can check it out on their webpage or even call in, but it's different. It's kind of through frequencies, and I'm probably going to do a very bad job at explaining this, but bear with me. It's kind of through frequencies. It's really high-tech equipment that is able to scan the body in such an in-depth way. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to do it justice, but we can revisit that at a later episode. I just want to show you today all the other things that they're providing. Just know that they have a very awesome, kind of revolutionary way to get their testing and diagnosing, which, based on the testimonials and the stories I've heard coming out of this clinic, there's something to it. They're really seeming to hone in on the roots of the issues. So cut us a little slack. I was testing some mobile like microphones and such, so the audio might not be as up to par as most episodes. That'd be why. And the ones that listen to the audio only, this might be one of those episodes you actually want to come to Rumble and view the video content on, because we take a tour of the whole facility and it's really freaking cool what they have available there. I just really hope you enjoy today's episode and that it breathes hope and light into you, that there are worthy options, real options out there for you to look into that I believe would lead to many leveling up, breaking through, and experiencing health on a level that you've never experienced before. We've been targeted and diminished for some time. We all have things ailing us. We all have toxicities to be rid of, or hormonal imbalances, or nutritional deficiencies, or even traumas and certain things that are holding us back from becoming the best versions of ourselves. And it's really cool because I believe this to be a one-stop shop for so many of us to, my goodness, at least check it out. And if you stay tuned to the end, the owner himself offered something pretty cool to all the listeners here on UNMUZZLED Chat. So more to come in the future, but for now, enjoy the episode.
Hey, Mason.
Hey, James. Thanks for coming in to UNCHAINED Wellness Clinic. I just want to give you a kind of a brief overview of like who we are and what we do and why we started.
Great.
We are a behavioral health and wellness clinic. We focus on helping people's brains and help them feel better, suffering from depression, anxiety, PTSD, bipolar.
Wow.
We also do neurological things for people that suffer from like autism and Parkinson's and multiple sclerosis. We also do some wellness things. We've got IV clinics. We help people feel better, just generally overall health and wellness. So let me show you around and show you all our awesome modalities. So in this room, it's kind of our spa room. We've got an awesome infrared sauna. It's a sunlighting impulse, and this has 3 infrared lights that penetrate your body to heat you up from the inside. They also have heaters that also heat it up, so it gets up to about 160 degrees. We use this really great for detoxing. It's great for flushing out toxins in your body, heavy metals, molds. It's also great for heart health, circulation. Makes you feel great when you get out. You got to have a boost of endorphins. It's an amazing thing. So here we have a hot, and over here we have cold. This is our cold plunge.
Wow.
We keep it around 45 degrees, 48 degrees. This is great for our behavioral health clients. It boosts their dopamine. It boosts their endorphins. It makes you feel good. It boosts your mood. It's great for, athletes and people recovering from injuries, reduces inflammation. I mean, the list goes on.
Right.
The very popular thing, a lot of people have it. And so many
That's
people do
really
it.
cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. Top of the line, it's good. Plunge. This is our hyperbaric oxygen treatment machine.
Wow.
What's cool about this is it's large, meaning a lot of the places have the tubes, and so you kind of feel claustrophobic.
Right.
This, you have tons of room. 2 people can sit in here very comfortably. This essentially gets you a ton of oxygen in your body, and when you have an excess amount of oxygen, you've got more energy. You have more, your body's full of energy, so it can start healing itself, right? Your Krebs cycle relies a lot on the energy from oxygen.
Wow.
So when your body has an excess, it's super high tech, but very functional. So things that we treat in here are neuropathy, wound healing, broken bones, traumatic brain injuries, concussions, just mental fog or foggy brain would be good in here, because the oxygen gets compressed and shrunk down, and it gets just into your blood deeper and more of like a microscopic level, so it can go deeper and penetrate further into your tissue.
Wow.
So
you got more rooms then.
Yeah, more rooms. Yeah, that's just one thing at a time. So in here, this room, we do transcranial magnetic stimulation. It's called TMS.
Wow.
It's an FDA approved, insurance pays for it, treatment for depression.
Wow.
And OCD. And basically what that is what this machine does is stimulate your brain through this magnetic coil, and they place it over the brain in a certain area, and it stimulates your brain to stimulate more blood flow and more electrical activity.
Okay.
So if you scan your brain and you're depressed or anxious, there's certain areas of the brain that have lower electrical activity and lower blood flow. So this has been invented and approved to stimulate those things and counteract kind of what our body's doing to us.
Really cool.
Yeah, it's super cool. Very effective. A ton of people. I think it's like 75% effective for long-term remission of these conditions. So if you come in, you're depressed, you've got major depressive disorder, this will knock it out for at least 8 to 12 to 13 months. And some people have gone completely off their meds based on this treatment.
Wow.
Each individual person is very unique on why they're depressed. There's a lot of factors involved, but this is a very effective treatment.
Gift. Yeah.
So great. So great. So tons of testimonials on this, tons of research.
There's a lot of that up on your webpage too.
A lot of it is on my webpage. You can just Google TMS. You'll be able to find out a ton about. The great thing about this is also it's non-invasive, so we're not doing any surgeries. We're not filling you with medications.
Right.
And the side effects are maybe a headache. I mean, that's like the worst side effect that you could have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cool.
Really cool.
Then in this room, we've got our red light therapy bed. This is super cool treatment. Love it. I think a lot of people have heard about it.
Yeah. Wow.
And so we've got a ton of red lights that can affect your body. Again,
that is whole body.
That's whole body. You get in here, we close this down on you, just like that, all the way down. And dude, the red light is amazing because it stimulates your mitochondria in your cells.
Right.
So women love it for the collagen on your skin.
Oh, gotcha.
And so we can program, over here we have 8 different frequencies that can target different parts of your bodies.
Wow.
Because it makes them look younger, it reduces wrinkles. It's just great for making yourself look good and youthful, or vitality. Anyways, makes women look younger. So women love it for that aspect. We use it for that reason. Also, we use it for bone healing. So I can program it to have a frequency to affect bone.
Wow.
And so when you sit in here, it just helps speed up the activity, the natural activity of a bone, which is it's going to want to repair itself.
Wow.
That's why when you set a bone, over time, it will heal itself. It will grow back together and heal. This just speeds up the process.
Wow.
For example, we had a young man in here, broke his bone 2 games into the football season last year. Doctor says, hey, you're not going to play the rest of the year. Forget it. Let's just get you better for your senior year. He came in, sat in the hyperbaric, and then came in here for 8 sessions. He was back playing with 2 games left in the season and played in the playoffs.
Wow, that's
so
incredible.
If we can ignite our natural body's immune response and healing, it can take off. We just got to give it the natural resources that it needs.
Yeah.
And our body needs energy, and it gets energy from oxygen, and then the red light stimulates that mitochondria to use that oxygen to produce ATPs that are then used by our bodies to just do its thing,
right.
Heal. It wants to go back to homeostasis.
Right. My experience with red light is that it like charges me up.
It does.
Like it energizes me in a huge way.
It does, and that the reason you feel that is those ATPs. And I'm sorry for bringing up biology terms, but That's the cellular energy that the mitochondria are producing, so that your cells then can do their thing. That's why you feel energy, because your body has all this extra energy. And so just like a woman or a person that has a ton of energy, if they got a ton of energy, they're going to go start cleaning and organizing and putting things back together again. And our body does the same thing. When they have excess energy, it's not worried about survival or the basic core functions.
Yeah.
It's now, okay, I've got some extra energy. I'm going to go heal. I'm going to go fix this. I'm going to go clean this closet. I'm going to go figure something else out. So in the same concept, we can affect the nervous system. We can affect the brain, gut. We can kind of stimulate the intestinal tract. So depending on what we want to attack, this bed is amazing.
Wow.
Love it. Let me turn this off. Okay. Coming down here, we'll go into our IV treatment room.
Okay.
We got a ton of stuff in here that's amazing. Yeah.
This is where you do a bunch of IVs.
We got IVs in here. We can do hydration. We do high dose vitamin C. We can do peptides. We do specific neurological IVs like phosphol and cerebral lysin.
Oh, wow.
Poly MVA. We've got like Myers cocktail. We have a bunch of different IV solutions that we can attack different problems and different symptoms with specific IVs.
Awesome.
So very good. So I would say that we're great at just general sickness, hydration, cancer support, and just getting better. I want to show you this one specific machine that we love.
Yeah.
This is called the ultraviolet blood irradiation. Essentially, you pass your blood through these lights that are ultraviolet lights they're not on right now. That sanitizes it. It kills all the pathogens, viral and bacterial.
Very cool.
And then this machine also produces ozone that then we put back into the blood after it's treated by the lights and put it back into your body. And it's a natural vaccine. So we've heard a lot about vaccines the last 4 years. This is the natural way to get your body immune to a lot of different things.
Wow, really cleaning out the blood.
It clears out the blood. It teaches the body what pure blood is. So then it allows your body then to go attack everything that's not clean.
Wow.
It's super cool.
That is cool.
It's very powerful. It's great for any like bacteria or viral disease that's just lingering. That treatment resistant. This is great for it.
Wow.
Again, we have IVs. We also do ketamine in here for our depression, PTSD, law enforcement officers, first responders. Ketamine is a great drug to help people get over traumas, to get over depression, PTSD. It's a phenomenal drug. Then we have a compression suit that helps with circulation. Again, our blood delivers all the nutrients to our body to help heal. So if our circulation is bad, this is great to get the flowing, to get your lymph systems going, to get the circulation going in your body. Awesome. This is our hydrogen gas generator. Hydrogen gas has been proven to help with brain inflammation. And a lot of conditions, behavioral health conditions, are related to brain inflammation. This is our scaled down version of a TMS machine. We use it for patients that don't quite qualify for the full-blown TMS on insurance, but still have some, depressive or anxious or bipolar, or other neurological psychiatric issues. This is a great machine to kind of push them in the right direction.
Really cool.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. The other thing we do in here is we do help with weight loss. A lot of people that have depression, they've been on antidepressants for years and years, and a huge side effect of that is weight gain and sexual dysfunction. So we help combat that, and we help assist with some semaglutide or tirzepatide to help people get back to a healthy life.
Okay.
We don't recommend being on those long term, but it's a great tool to get you to where you want to be.
Right.
Yeah. This is kind of our flagship modality. This is called the theta chamber. This works on all of our behavioral health issues. It works on emotional issues and physical issues and addictions. So we've treated people with OCD, depression, anxiety, pornography addictions, opioid addictions, and alcohol addictions. Basically what this machine does neuroplasticity on the brain. So our brain is wired, and when it's wired and fired together with certain behaviors, it kind of is stuck that way. So we want to rewire with new behaviors and new neural pathways, and this machine does that job. I could get into the more technical science of things, but essentially on a high level, that's what it does, is it kind of helps us rewire our brain for deeper learning and introspection and a new way of thinking about things. For example, let me give you some anecdotal stories. So had a gentleman come in here going through a really messy divorce for like 8 months, just battling in court for custody and all the aspects of divorce. Super stressed out, came in, he heard about us, sat in the machine, came out after a 30-minute session, and he was just bawling, just weeping. And after he composed himself, we had a conversation. I said, well, hey, what were you feeling when you came out? And he's like, he told me that that's the first time that he's felt safe in months.
Wow.
Like felt like it was home, felt like he didn't have to fight anybody or defend himself. Like he felt safe.
It's huge.
It's huge. So basically what he was in a fight or flight, and we were able to remove that for him.
Wow.
So he loved it. Yeah. Another story is treated a gentleman for OCD. He would obsess about cleaning things. He was just a very neat freak, and like prevented him from sleeping, prevented him from focusing on different things. He came in for our anxiety treatment program, and he testified that basically it's changed his life. Like it's now he can spend more time focusing on productive things, less time worrying about all these things that he obsessed about, and it changed his life.
Wow.
It was amazing.
Love everything you're doing.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
It seems like you built a one-stop shop, and hey, man, I want to thank you.
Thanks for coming in.
I want to thank you for your time and showing the amazing wellness clinic you've put together here. Undoubtedly, it's going to bless a lot of lives.
Well, we appreciate that, James, and thank you for coming in and spending some time with us. And we really look forward to helping you out and helping your community out.
Jimmy Crickets. Mason, I'm really excited to check this out and try out. I mean, I haven't utilized a red light as technically advanced as this one, so I'm pretty excited that you have different options, and just anxious to see the effects it has.
Yep, love to hear about it.
Mason, you're freaking awesome. You've been really gracious with your time. You've obviously created a top-of-the-line facility here. I'm just grateful for all you're doing and all the time you spent with me here today. I had a nice little snooze on your red light table there.
Yeah.
And
sounded like you had a great experience in there.
It was real good. Apparently, I need to catch up on some sleep here or something.
Yeah, it might. Yeah. And for you, we did the neurological and mental setting. And so that frequency just really affected your brain, your nervous system, calmed you down. And the result is you were able to just snooze.
Wow.
So did you wake up with the bed just dark? Or did you kind of wake up?
I woke up to the clicking off.
Yeah.
There was an indicator just before it went off type of thing.
Yeah.
And it kind of alerted me, opened my eyes, and it was, yeah.
That's so funny. I've done that same thing. It's
right.
Very relaxing, feels good, and then over time, like this evening, you'll have kind of a boost of like just natural, it's elevated attentiveness, maybe like just you'll have just kind of an elevated mental clarity.
I feel calm. I'm ready to spend some studio time and do some edited work and whatnot.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. Unmuzzled chat, Unchained Clinic Wellness, like
it is.
That's just pretty cool.
It is cool.
That being said, why Unchained Wellness? Why this business?
That's a great question, and I've answered it lots of different times, and it comes down to the fact that my wife and I believe that we are chained down medically to prescriptions and the pharmaceutical companies, truthfully. Part of my why is my father-in-law was diagnosed with stage 4 lymphoma cancer. And he went to, and this is 10 years ago, but he went to his oncologist, and they said, well, we do chemo and radiation, and this is what we do. This is the only path. And he asked for, and then he did a ton of other research. So he went to other clinics, and he went to a couple of naturopathic places, and he really looked at all the numbers that they gave him. And by far, the worst outcome by numbers was radiation and chemo.
Oh, no kidding.
In terms of what he was facing, and for his numbers, like his quality of life, for his longevity, for like everything that he was looking for in the next 20 to 30 years that he was planning on being alive, that was not a solution for him. So he went to Dr. Murphy and Dr. Lodi at your Oasis water. I think it's different now, but he went to an Oasis.
Good Health now.
It's called AZ Good Health now, but at the time it was called Oasis, I think, Cancer Healing or Oasis Centers or something. So he basically cured his cancer through alternative methods.
Right.
And they say alternative, but really it's just what we've had for thousands of years, which is vitamin C, cleaning up your diet. And he just did a juice fast for 6 months. He did coffee enemas. He detoxed himself. He just gave his body all of the necessary ingredients to heal itself.
The things it needs.
Yeah, and pulled out everything that was causing problems.
Right.
Bad oils, sugars, complex carbohydrates, processed foods, horrible diet stuff, like just, your unhealthy fats. You just strip all the way things, and you just focus on what your body essentially needs, and it can heal itself. So part of the why is we wanted to provide a space for people that are suffering from behavioral health issues and chronic illnesses to find some answers, some different answers to their health concerns.
Wow.
I mean, if you go to a traditional doctor, they're going to say the same thing. Every doctor, they'll only have so many tools in the tool chest.
I'm going to get cozy because we don't mess around here.
That's right. No, let's get
cozy. I can lean back because that is a breath of fresh air. Because Western medicine would not spend the time that like you spend and your staff spends, as I've seen, with people that walk through your door. Like Western medicine, you're dealing with some type of office assistant, and I mean, then a doctor's just popping in, popping out, writing up scripts.
Yeah.
Not getting to know you on any level.
Zero
so
level.
Many of them won't even ask, what are you putting in your mouth?
Yeah.
And you're looking in on even the deeper levels. Like you pretty much from the tests you're doing know what people are putting in their mouths.
Yeah.
And it's really cool to hear that you got the doctors and then the nutritionists and everything to help assist with the findings and everything. That's incredible.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you saying that. I think we have a great, unique clinic here that can provide people that are lost, people that don't have answers, people that are frustrated with their health and have no answers and are just living kind of a status quo of like, I'm just getting by barely.
Right.
Give them some hope. Give them some places to where like, hey, I really don't want to be on antidepressants the rest of my life. I'd really like to figure this out.
Yes.
Well, there's solutions.
Yes.
And it's not one size fits all. I mean, we look at your gut health. We look at your neurotransmitter production. We look at your methylation test and your genetic test.
Mm-hmm.
We provide stimulation to your brain through the TMS and the theta chamber. There's lots of different ways to approach health issues based on their individual inputs.
Wow.
And that's our big why, is we want to unchain people from the typical Western medical block.
Really cool.
Yeah. We're excited about it. We've helped hundreds of people so far, and we hope to help many, many, many more people.
I can only imagine Unchained from all those other doctors with their indoctrinations and chain it all up to here and flow here. Like you're getting more so to the solutions of the issues and practicing medicine. That would just be really cool to see.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're excited, and the other great thing about this is we're kind of also a med spa. So
Right.
you don't have to be ill to come here. If you want to feel better on like just a general basis, we have a cold plunge. It's phenomenal to boost energy and make you feel good, recover from injuries, recover from a long hike.
Right.
We have an infrared sauna that makes you feel good. We've got an IV therapy that just is good practice to rehydrate your body every quarter, every month.
I'm sure you have like everything, like gaining access, whether it's singular sessions or plans or whatever, it's all probably on your webpage.
We do. We've got memberships. So if you wanted to take advantage of our, the med spa and have an IV, we have a membership that gets you in here regularly. You can use it. And then we have a la carte pricing if you want to just kind of pick and choose what you want to do. We also have program and packages. So if you want to do 16 theta chambers, we got a package for that.
Cool.
Then we do accept insurance for some things.
Okay.
So if you're diagnosed with depression from a psychiatrist, and we have a psychiatric nurse practitioner on staff. We also have a medical director. We have Dr. Bernie, who's a PhD in homeopathic medicines. So we're geared up to handle a lot of different things.
Cool.
Again, back to the TMS. So if you qualify, then TMS insurance will pay for the TMS, or insurance will pay for Spravato, which is nasal ketamine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So normally ketamine is delivered via your IV or intramuscular, but insurance pays for up the nose nasal ketamine.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So fabulous treatment. It really helps people that are struggling with depression, anxiety, and trauma too.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people with their health issues and their behavioral health issues, there's some nagging emotional conflict that is unresolved. That's kind of the genesis of a lot of these health issues.
Yeah.
We can resolve that.
Wow.
Dude, your health is going to improve a ton.
No kidding. Yeah, it becomes very magnifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's amazing.
Wow.
And then for those people with chronic illnesses, I have psoriasis, which is an autoimmune disease. Now, it doesn't affect me as bad as like a Lyme disease or rheumatoid arthritis or something, but it's still annoying. And I'm in the journey of trying to get that figured out.
Wow.
So my specific scan showed a lot of candida and mold and fungal overgrowth.
Wow.
So I'm currently on a kind of a protocol of antimicrobials, antifungal protocols.
So it's kind of like a father, like son, how he kind of unchained himself from the medical traditional norm.
Yeah.
And found wellness. You're following suit in a way, but also probably due to some of your own life experiences, but now providing overall solutions in that kind of realm for folks.
Yeah.
That's
what we do.
That's really cool, man.
Yeah. Excited. And my wife, Carrie, was a super helpful genesis of the concept and getting this thing open and kind of the direction of it.
Awesome.
She's super into clean eating, making sure that your gut is on point. A lot of people don't realize that 80% of your serotonin is produced in your gut.
Wow.
And so if your gut is dysregulated, all your hormones can be out of whack. If you don't have a good gut flora and you're messed up in that area, you could have hormonal issues, you could have bacterial issues. It's just the start of a whole unhealthy life.
Wow.
So, and there's a lot of reasons why unhealthy diet can lead to these things, right? Like we can go get into science, but like we have got genetically modified foods. We have, ultra processed food, oils like canola oil and seed oils and grapeseed oil.
It's no surprise as to, I mean, not even to get too political, but it kind of just like light bulb moment. It's no surprise as to the deterioration of our nation and the world, especially here in America, you know, how essentially there's a numerous of ingredients that are illegal in 30 different other countries.
Yep.
Those ingredients are pretty much in everything. And us Americans just have been uneducated.
Yeah.
We've been just eating it up.
Yep. We put so much trust in
Yeah.
authority
Yeah.
that we've abdicated our responsibility to take care of ourselves.
Wow.
And what our government, what our Constitution provides is the pursuit of happiness,
Right.
not the guarantee of health and wealth. Like, it doesn't guarantee us that.
Wow.
And so we have to be engaged in our liberties,
Yes.
our health liberty, our
Yes.
food liberty, like these things that we should be more engaged with, instead of just sitting back and saying, feed, like a funnel in your mouth, just feed me whatever you want to feed me.
Golly, to balance out the system, to bring happy back in life, to just bring back experience.
Yeah.
And that fire, right? To create and live out your dreams, right? Everyone's are different, and for whatever reason, it's like, for me, for the longest time, they just never knew what I wanted to be when I grew up, you know, and it was just dead, zombie.
Yeah. Our system is programmed to produce workers and a tax producer.
Right.
You are a widget in the machine that produces taxes, and
Right.
and we want you unhealthy so you can pay pharmaceutical companies and medical industries.
Wow.
And then we want to send your young men to wars so that we can build the wars machine and stuff like
Unmuzzled's gonna get that.
Yeah.
We hear that.
that. I bet you do.
Wow.
Man, James, it's been great talking to you. My mother and grandfather were staunch patriots, and she home taught us, actually.
Oh,
I
wow.
grew up homeschooled.
Great.
So
So you're
that's
educated.
kind of why I do resonate with Unmuzzled and Unchained.
Yeah.
It's because I wasn't quite fully indoctrinated.
Right.
I did go to high school, in public school and stuff like that, but I was definitely, my mind was free to explore and be a critical thinker.
That's amazing.
And just do things a little differently.
Right.
And so I bring that philosophy to Unchained.
That's awesome. Okay.
To help with people's health and wellness, give them some options, give them some freedom, give them some opportunities. And we're just really blessed to be here, blessed to have this technology and access to information like never before. I feel like the last 5 to 10 years, there's been a revolution in alternative health.
Yes.
With people really studying what really makes you healthy and what really makes you unhealthy.
Right.
You know, like the FDA's food pyramid is horrible.
Yeah.
That will get you diabetic.
It's been intentionally designed to have negative impact, and that's been one of the greatest blessings, that on the backside of this pandemic, it's really opened eyes as to the corruption, the intentions, just this evil kind of infrastructure behind it all. And it's healthy to question things, and we shouldn't be so blindly entrusting and looking into truly what is going to breathe life into us, truly what is the root of the issues, you know. And sometimes it does take a village really to get all that sorted out and figured out. That's why I'm so grateful to be connected with people like you, because I know that is how we're really going to effectively hone in as to what is going to be most effective.
Yeah.
You know? So I don't know if I'm really going to be amped up like here or more so in the studio, but for the listeners, like what are you waiting for? You know, at the point, I mean, we all know we've been diminished to an extent. So to come check out Unchained, hop in the cryo?
Cold plunge.
The cold plunge.
Cold plunge.
Like, shock your system, getting that infrared sauna, the hyperbaric. I mean, all the things you got.
I'm willing to do for your listeners that if they come in and mention Unmuzzled,
okay,
they can come in and use a cold plunge, or the infrared sauna, one time free. I'd love to give that to your listeners.
That'd be
Get
really
them
cool.
introduced to our clinic.
Okay.
Have them come in, feel the vibe. Very warm, very welcoming. We're not a stale clinic. We're not a stale, like, this is a doctor's office. It smells kind of weird. We're a really good looking clinic that has a good vibe.
Absolutely.
And we promote health and wellness.
Wow. That's very gracious of you, and appreciate that offer. And I don't even know why I would need to challenge my listeners to take advantage of that. Just take advantage of that. You'd probably prefer just call ahead, schedule some things in.
Yep. There's a booking link in our website.
Yeah.
Or just call ahead. The phone number is 480-536-9473.
Awesome.
So they can call ahead, schedule it. Just mention Unmuzzled. We'll get your listeners some good things.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
We'll be sure to add links down in the description below that folks can just click on there.
Awesome. Let me go back, and I want to tie in something about my father.
Okay.
So my stepfather-in-law, Lonnie, had the cancer. My real father, my father, is a heart surgeon.
Oh, wow.
So he was a cardiovascular surgeon in Arizona for a long time. He's retired now. Western medicine trained heart surgeon, and we need heart surgeons. We need them because
serve a purpose.
A lot of people eat a lot of crappy things.
More than ever.
They're clogging their arteries, right? Like we need heart surgeons, we need brain surgeons, we need people that are trained to address acute issues that can save lives. The interesting thing is, towards the end of his career, he wrote a book called The Cure to Heart Disease. And he operated on over 5,000 open heart surgeries in his career.
Wow.
And only half of those people actually had high cholesterol.
Interesting.
So he said, well, if only half of my people had high cholesterol, then the point, or the leading science that says cholesterol is causing heart disease is incorrect.
Right.
That is false.
Right.
So he went and did a ton of research and reading, and looked at his charts of all his people. And basically in his book called The Cure to Heart Disease, it says that that we're suffering from low-grade chronic inflammation from all the crap we're eating. So basically his book boils down to, if it has a barcode, don't buy it.
Wow.
If it's wrapped, like, you want to eat organic, whole foods.
Right.
Red meats, grass-fed, the least amount of processing you can is better.
Right.
Look at your ingredients. If it has more than 4 or 5, get rid of it.
Wow.
And so that's another genesis of kind of what brought me here, is that our health is pretty easy if we eat clean.
That's the thing. It seems so simple, but what is it about us creatures of habit? Like, we got to break the mold.
We do, and we have to.
And your health is freaking worth it.
It is.
And it's so wild when you make these little steps. Like, it may seem like a sacrifice initially, but when you feel the effects on the other side, boy, it is not a sacrifice at all.
Yeah. I mean, it takes just as much effort to be fat and unhealthy as it does to be fit. And it's hard. It's hard to be unhealthy because it's hard on your body. It's hard on,
oh my God.
You can't go enjoy your family. You can't do activities. You're missing out on all the things you wanted to do because, you got a bum knee or you're overweight or whatever. It takes just as much energy.
It's harder to accept. It's harder to accept that, but that's the thing. Like, we've been dumbed down to accept that for some reason. I'm just now kind of, I don't know. I think we're honing in on maybe potentially being able to articulate it in ways that people can start grasping.
Yeah.
And it having that effect where we're desiring to people's benefits we're a soft generation, like too many people, you can't talk to black and white and frank anymore. People are going to take offense and victimize themselves and whatnot, and miss the intent entirely, or miss the opportunities. But it does boil down to, like, accountability and holding yourself, like, responsible and for me, many years ago, it kind of boiled down to valuing this existence. And then I knew in that moment, when I faced that man in the mirror, oh man, it was it was kind of a weak, yeah, I value this existence, because I knew what that meant.
Yeah.
That meant goodbye alcohol. That meant goodbye to all these toxic things in my life. But we all should challenge that person in the mirror, because as far as we know, this is the only life we're going to get. We might as well live it to the fullest, you know?
Yeah.
And
when you're
solutions, I'm sitting in it.
Yeah. No, I love what you said. I love that we're bringing up that, our Heavenly Father has given us this opportunity to be here on this earth, and we should seize the opportunity and live it to the fullest, just like you said.
100%.
And if we have that attitude of gratitude a little bit, that, hey, we're grateful to be here. I'm grateful that I have this body. I'm a son or daughter of the Heavenly Father, of God. Then we have more of a responsibility. If we know who we are, then we kind of know that we come from divinity.
Wow.
And then we have a higher expectation of ourselves.
Wow.
Which then can lead to more better decisions.
That just brought up to me, what is the word I'm looking for? It's worth taking my time on it. That just shows the integrity behind this company right there. That the owner, I can sit across from the owner and you bring God into the discussion, in truth, in light. And a lot of people shy away from that these days, especially in business. And I feel personally that is to be celebrated and that is to be supported. So I applaud you for taking that stance. And I believe a lot of our listeners will support that as well.
Great. Well, again, man, it was awesome talking to you.
It was my pleasure. Mason, it's just the beginning.
Yeah.
More to come.
I hope so. Yeah. Well, we want to see you in here and chronically, follow your journey in your health. So, and anybody else that comes in here, we're dedicated to helping people.
Wow. Mason really went over a lot today. I hope you learned some things and you're super excited. What a stud. I really hope this blesses a lot of your lives and blesses his business. This is definitely a business we all could get behind and support. Let's actually live it out. Like we are living out unmuzzled here. Let's live out what he's intended, being unchained from Western medicine that kept us stewing in the toxicity of everything, and get the actual solutions we all deserve. Be sure to reach out to them. Take advantage. My goodness, take advantage. Just go. What are you waiting for? Go schedule a cold plunge and check out and do an infrared sauna session while you're there. You're feeling sluggish, lethargic, depressive. I mean, not even 100%. I'll pretty much guarantee you when you get out of that cold plunge, you're going to feel 100%. It does something. You're worth it. Schedule it out. Just be sure to mention Unmuzzled Chat. They'll offer that to you for free. Wow. This is exciting. I can't wait to hear back from you guys and what your take is on this. All that being said, Unmuzzled Chat Warriors, it's still important that we stop funding our enemies. And we got a solution right here, right now, today with Patriot Mobile. Start funding a group that is out there fighting on behalf of our freedoms. I don't know what you're waiting for. Just take the action. Find out. Give them a call. Be sure to mention Unmuzzled or click the link below. Get the layers of protection, security, and privacy For all you know, you could get better cellular coverage and save money. Get prepared, folks. Big things are happening. I mean, y'all saw what took place in the kangaroo courts with Trump. It is unbelievable. It's like, pinch me. This is the world we're living in. My goodness. Get prepared. Utilize the $50 off every EMP Shield product through our discount and the links below. Get an EMP Shield product on your vehicle as soon as possible. Hands down, best dollar for dollar preparation you can do. If you haven't checked out Bond Charge products yet, just click on those links as well. Check it out. If you haven't been sleeping well, order up at least our Blue Blocks glasses to try out. Wear them an hour or two before bed if you're, kind of one of those that likes your shows before bed. I get it. Just put them on. Enjoy your show with them on. Just see how your sleep improves. It's worth it. You're worth it. And check out all their other products. Get the 15% discount through our links below. Detox your body with Masterpiece. Links below. Amazing product. It's moved the needle in the right direction for me. I know it can for you too. I'm telling you, folks, there's something to this frequency stuff. I mean, even this clinic's integrating a lot of it, but you could have in your home treatment, medical devices through Centropics. Be sure to check out these devices. Do your own research. Reach out to us. Reach out to me and Christina. And information isn't going to hurt you. I believe these devices are going to gravely help us accomplish the best version of ourselves. It's time to do our research, right? Man, other than that, go get some freedom merch. One nation, under God. This shirt right here, Black Eagle Apparel. It's time to show what we stand for and influence everyone around. You never know the impact you can make. Just like Gerard said with Stand Up Now, our other t-shirt merch company sponsor, it is more than a t-shirt. Go get a God made. Folks, I'm so grateful for you showing up, supporting this platform. I'm grateful for you supporting our affiliations. That is the only way I'm going to be able to keep my head above water doing what we're doing here. No donations are coming in, so frankly, we are relying at this point on our affiliations. So please support what we're trying to accomplish here and check these things out and help us out. I hope to provide more valuable content here in the future, day after day. Let's go. God bless you, and God bless America.